Hi guys. So this video is going to be all about crunching numbers. So if you're interested in monthly budget, groceries, I'm going to give you a little tour of where we are. I'm not leaving the grounds where we're staying today. So we're going to do a few things. I am going to go to the grocery store, get some groceries, and to break down the budget. If you've watched my budget videos in the past, you know that I break them down into 5 categories. And it's basically the bare necessities of what you need to spend or how much money you need to live wherever we are in the world. Right now we're in Malaysia, we're in Kuala Lumpur. So at the very end, before we head back on up to Jay, he's doing tech stuff. So it's just me today. I'm gonna take you to go get some local food and some Western food. We're gonna compare the prices. So where we're staying, we don't typically like to say exactly where we're staying, where we're located when we're staying somewhere for a long period of time. But the complex that we're staying in has over 5,000 units, and it is massive. And it's kind of like in a W. To me, it reminds me of a W shape. And we have a interior view off our balcony, so we look down into the pool area, not so much out into the city area. But our first category and our 5 in our budget is accommodations. It's always accommodations because you always need a place to stay. And our accommodations cost 2,000 ringgit a month. And that is about 648 Canadian dollars. We also pay for utilities as well. And I just want a side note, when Jay and I were looking for accommodations to stay in Kuala Lumpur, because we are staying for 6 months. We are doing a visa run in between. So that's how we're staying for 6 months. We're gonna leave in the middle and then we're gonna come back. It was very difficult to find short-term, even though we're staying for 6 months, that's still considered short-term rental. So it was very tricky for us to find a 6-month rental at a reasonable price, because the prices for accommodations here are a little bit higher than we thought or expected. So we're trying to, obviously we're a budget travel channel, so we try and keep our budget as reasonable as we can. So yes, our rent is 2,000 ringgit per month plus utilities. So when I say utilities, that's our water, which is, I have everything written down in my phone, so I will give you a little breakdown here of what our utilities are. So the internet that comes into our condo is $33.75 Canadian. We pay for electricity, which is $64 a month, and our water is $5 a month. So I'm gonna take you now into just the local grocery store here within our complex, and it's called the TMG Market, and it kind of looks like this. See the sign there, TMG? So we're just gonna go in there and get a couple groceries. I don't do a whole lot of cooking. Jay and I are not a big cooking family. So I usually just like to pick up some comfort food if I can find it, and fruits and vegetables, and like your milk and cheese if we need it. So this is what the local grocery market looks like here. So you have your vegetable section just on the right as you walk in. I'm just gonna grab a basket. And then just to the left, you have all of your other shelf items. So we're gonna get some veggies and fruit, get them weighed, and tell you how much they cost. Look how big that mango is. It's huge. Yeah, these are all, oh, that one's not too bad. I usually like to get fruit when I eat it. So like, I don't eat fruit every single day. I probably should because I love fruit, but, and it's so fresh, you can just run down here and grab it whenever you want it. But we're gonna grab some peppers. Now these, even though they're like saran, you still have to get them weighed. So let's see what they got up here. I'm gonna grab a couple yellow, okay. Couple yellow ones. And maybe a green one. Now it says that the yellow ones are $13.99. That's probably per kilo. It says per kilo right here. And the green ones are $8.99 a kilo. So I'm gonna grab a green one as well. I'll get them weighed. These ones are bundled by the unit. So these are $5.50. Now keep in mind, 10 ringgit is about $3 Canadian, okay? So I like some green beans. I'm gonna grab some green beans. Oranges over here. Oranges and apples. I might get some apples. So 5 apples, $10.99. So we don't have to get these weighed because it's by unit. So $10.99, so that's about just a little over $3. Okay, so we'll go over to the weigh scale, get these weighed. I might grab a piece of watermelon as well. So all your fruits and vegetables, you have to come to this weigh scale and get them weighed. When we were in Switzerland, you actually did everything yourself. They had everything all put into the computer. So you got whatever fruits and vegetables you wanted, you wrote down the number, and then put them on the weigh scale yourself, typed in the number, and it spit out a thing. You put it on your fruits and vegetables, and away you went. It's very easy and simple. So we're gonna grab a little piece of watermelon here. I'll grab this one. This one's $4.45. I don't need to get that one weighed because obviously it's got a price on it. So $4.45. Ringgit. 4 ringgit 45 is the proper way to say it. All right. So mango was $3.30. Thank you. All right, so 1 ringgit 40 for all of my peppers. That's a pretty good price, I think. All right, so now we're gonna come over here. They do have a freezer section. We don't need any freezer section food, but they have lots of spices to choose from. They have a cooking section. So earlier I mentioned that I usually try and find comfort food, which is food that reminds me of home. And I totally missed all of the Campbell's cream of soups when we were in Bulgaria and Albania because they don't have canned soups like this there. So I was very happy to see. So look at, they have mushroom and potato. Back home in Canada, we have cream of chicken soup and we have cream of mushroom. But here they have cream of chicken and mushroom, and that's what we've been getting. So it is $6.20 for 1 can. So we're gonna get 2 of those. They are $6.20 each. And some pasta. Pasta is my comfort food. So they have the Prego pasta here. It's $3.69 for a bag of pasta. And there's different brands of pasta that you can get as well for $4.99. And then your spaghetti is $3.20. So I'm gonna grab some macaroni. That is the comfort food. If I don't feel like going out, that is what I cook. Or I get the pasta sauce, which is, they have the Prego pasta sauce as well. So they have mushroom, they have traditional. And these big jars are $14.99, 14 ringgit 99. And they even have the carbonara one with mushroom for $14.99. They also have big cans of your tropical fruit mix, and that's 9 ringgit 50. And all kinds of, they have lychee, they have pineapple, rambutan, all kinds. And they have this whole section of sardines. This whole section from here to here are all canned sardines. Amazing. That's a lot of sardines. But they have cream corn, they have beans, your canned peas, baked beans, they have sweet corn here, they have mushrooms. So your peas in a can is $4.49. Let's see, sardines is $7.10. And they're all different varieties and different prices. So yeah, the lychees are $9.50, and a big, not as big as the big fruit ones, but, and I like that they all have the those types of lids. Very nice. Coffee. Coffee is a big one for Jay and I. We like our 3-in-1 coffees. Don't hate us in the comments. But we found that this grocery store, TMG, is one of the more expensive places we've seen for Old Town coffee. It is 19 ringgit 50 for Old Town coffee. So there are other grocery stores here as well. They're kind of like variety store grocery stores. There's the KK Mart, which I'll show you. We'll go and pass it. And they have a 99 Mart as well. But they do have your Nescafe, like your actual, ground coffee. This ground coffee, these little packages here are 7 ringgit 30. You can get big jars, and it's 30 ringgit for the big jars. And then they have the, Nescafe Gold for 25 ringgit. You can get coffee mate here. In some countries, we found coffee mate difficult to find, so we had to use creamer or, just something else. But they do have your basics for coffee. I mean, they have more than basics for coffee. Lots and lots and lots to choose from. There's hazelnut, $19.50. I was looking all over for the price. Let's try some hazelnut. 3-in-1. Deal. As far as your bathroom products, they have lots to choose from here as well. Oh, this aisle it's full of boxes, so they are filling the aisles. You can get Colgate for 18 ringgit 99. Then they're all different. This one's 14 ringgit 99 for toothpaste. They have lots of deodorants and body washes. Down this aisle, let's walk around to the other side. So this big laundry soap is 29, like 30 ringgit basically. So that's like 10 bucks. And they have all of your fabric softeners in these bags as well. And this, you can get a smaller one. Oh, this is quite big actually for 5 ringgit 99. It's like 6 ringgit. They have more cleaning products here. And this is all your powders for, look at this big, this is like Tide from back home. That's what it reminds me of. It's 11 ringgit 20. Wow. So yeah, like look at all your cleaning products. So Sunlight, we have Sunlight back in Canada. It's $5.99, 5 ringgit 99. They even have like, if you need a broom or a mop or cleaning supplies like scrubbies and stuff, they have those as well. They have a section of cat food and different things, and all of your toiletries. These are just your standard hair ties, are 3 ringgit 90. Deal. And then of course they have the snack aisle and the beverage aisle. So let's walk in there and see how much some things are here. I'm just gonna put this down. All right, so crackers. So you can get this big thing of crackers for 5 ringgit 40. The whole grain crackers. Other crackers for 10.50. All different kinds of crackers for basically 5 ringgit. And they also have sugar crackers, which we bought these once by accident. Not a fan of the sugar crackers, but they are 4 ringgit 50. One thing I have not been able to find. So if you are watching this and you're from Malaysia, popcorn, like microwave popcorn, is not a thing here. I have not been able to find it in the KKs, the 99 Marts, TMG Marts. We've gone to other grocery stores in downtown Kuala Lumpur, cannot find it. If you know where you can find microwave popcorn, let me know in the comments. Chips. So your standard bag of Ruffles, sour cream and onion, 13 ringgit 60. So, not the cheapest for chips, but you can get Mr. Potato Originals for 4 ringgit 90, which is not a bad deal. That's what Jay usually gets. And then they have the candy aisle. I usually buy the crunchy bars because you can't get them in Thailand, or they're not very often found in Thailand and other countries. They do have dairy milks and things, but yeah, I always try and buy the chocolate bar that I haven't found recently in the country that I've been in. Crunchy bars are 5 ringgit 90, and you can get these dairy milks. This is Black Forest for 8 ringgit 60. These ones are really good. They have the Crispies in them, 6.90 ringgit. I like looking at all the different brands too. This one's the Chips Ahoy, Fruit and Nut, Hazelnut, all 8.60 ringgit, the big bars. So yeah, maybe I'll get a bubbly one maybe. We're gonna check out. I'm gonna tell you what the total is. So before we check out, I just wanted to show you guys a loaf of bread. Here, it's a standard size loaf of bread, thin slice, and it's 4 ringgit 30. And also they do have different priced eggs. Here you can get a flat of eggs for 13.50, 10.30, and these ones are 8 ringgit 20. So we're gonna head on over and cash out. And I'll tell you how much it costs. All right. So it was 74.75, so about 75 ringgit, and it was about, and that totals 24 Canadian dollars. So a bag of groceries were 24 bucks. So now we are heading down here. I'm gonna grab some lunch, but I talked about the KKs and the 99 marts, so we're gonna pass those along the way. And I'm going to show you some of the facilities that are here within the complex. I know some people have been asking where we stay, what the complex is, how big is our apartment, how much we pay. So, yeah. All right, so for our next category for the budget, so I break down our budget, like I said before, into 5 categories: accommodations, and then food, phone, our insurance, and then transportation. So our food budget it totally surprised me when I totaled our food budget, because just to compare, when we were in Da Nang, Vietnam, our food budget was almost $1,200 a month, and that's everything we consume. So that's grocery stores, restaurants, 7-Elevens, when we get water, everything we basically eat totaled $1,200. So here, it was 680 Canadian dollars. I could not get over how much less it was. That was crazy. 680 Canadian dollars for food budget for the month. Unbelievable. Okay, so our next one is phone. So everybody needs a phone, stay connected. You need to get a hold of somebody in emergency. We got a cell phone plan, and it is 15 Canadian dollars, and it is 100 gigabytes per month for 15 bucks. That was pretty good. So that was just one phone, one SIM. The next month I actually got my own, and it turned out to be a little bit more. I have no idea why. So yeah, so because usually Jay and I, if we're gonna be somewhere for 1 month, we can pretty much just share one SIM with the data plan. It's not a big deal. We don't necessarily need 2, but because we're gonna be here for so long, I'm out by myself. Something that doesn't happen very often. Jay and I go together everywhere, basically. So sometimes when we stay a little bit longer, I get used to the areas and feel like I can kind of go out on my own and not have to worry. Like I go to the gym and different things. If I want to come down and grab a drink or a coffee or lunch, like I'm going to be doing today, groceries, it's nice to just have a cell phone plan of my own, so I can message him, say, hey, do you need anything? Or if I run into trouble, he could come to my rescue. So KK Marts look like that. So they are kind of like a 7-Eleven / grocery store back home. And yeah, we're gonna pass a 99 Mart just up around the corner as well. But we have to wait for traffic first. So Jay and I always travel with insurance. It is recommended that you travel when you're traveling to get insurance. And we have been using Safety Wing since we've been traveling at the beginning of 2022. So this isn't a Safety Wing advertisement, but they do have two different plans. They have a complete plan and essential plan. Jay and I are only doing the essential plan, which is like the standard plan. The complete plan, which I think is relatively new, covers like cancer treatments and pregnancy treatments and routine healthcare checkups, that kind of stuff. And it is significantly more than the essential plan. So if you are interested in Safety Wing, there is a link in the description. You can go ahead and check it out a little bit further. So our Safety Wing insurance costs $331 for both of us for a month. So just down here is the 99 Mart. And as you can see, as I've been walking around, there's all kinds of stores along the bottom 2 layers of this complex. There's a Zeus Coffee, there's a Mr. DIY. All the pharmacy and grocery store needs are met here, basically. The only thing that they don't typically have are the clothing stores so much. A lot of restaurants, a lot of food stores. They even have, ooh, this one. This is a loud alleyway. They even have doctor's offices. They have a few around in the bottom, couple, 2 or 3, I believe. But this is the 99 Mart. 99 Mart looks like this. This is more of a local grocery store. Things are a bit cheaper at the 99 Mart than they would be typically at the KK or the TMG that I was just at. So at the beginning I said we're gonna go get some lunch. I'm gonna get a Subway, 6-inch Subway sandwich. And I get Subway a lot, I'm not gonna lie, no judging, but they have very good and inexpensive Subway subs. But can I get the 6-inch chicken teriyaki? On Italian, please. Takeaway. All right. So I got a sub, and it was 14 ringgit, so that's about $4.50. And they have subs of the day, just like they do back home, and they are just under 10 ringgit. So you can go on a Monday. Chicken teriyaki is what I love to get at Subway. It's because I like to pick my ingredients. I do like a good sandwich, so I like to pick my fresh ingredients. But anyway, if you go on Monday, let's say it is chicken teriyaki day, you can get a 6-inch sub for less than 3 ringgit, about $3 Canadian. So I think that is a great deal. So now we're gonna head over and we're gonna grab Jay some lunch at a more local place we go to often as well. And we're gonna grab him some chicken and rice. So we showed these places before where they have all the food all kind of laid out. This is ayam bawang. I really like that. That's good. It's kind of like the barbecue chicken. It's very good. But we're going to get some of this for Jay. And that is biryani rice. We're going to get some of that as well. Hello. Can I get some ayam? And some biryani rice. Takeaway? For takeaway? Takeaway? Yeah, half? Okay. It's like he knows the order. Look at that. All the bits all in there. Doesn't this look good? You got hard-boiled eggs and all your, this is vegetable, like the cabbage is really good as well. And then you have like fish all down here as well. So, yeah, please. So, I want you to guess in the comments how much this is going to be before I actually tell you how much it's going to be. And a lot of places they do have cash or card. Here you can pay with card. Today I brought cash. So this is what the money looks like. It's very colorful, like Canadian money. And this is their one ringgit and 20 ringgit. Drum roll. How much? 11.50. Just over $3. Can you believe it? Isn't that wild? All right. So now we are gonna explore a little bit. I want to show you the pool area. They do have a gym here, so I want to take you there as well. And then we'll go over the last category, which is transportation. So this one is kind of a twist for us, and I'll explain more in a little bit. All right, so we've come to the 9th floor. Now, I know we have showed this in previous videos, but a lot of people have been asking about our living, arrangements and what they look like. So on the 9th floor, from the 9th floor down are 2 floors of stores, and then from the 2nd floor to the 9th floor is all parking. But you come out to the 9th floor and there's a beautiful pool complex. And because the pool is in between these big corridors, the big high rises here, the water temperature is cooler than I would like it to be. But this is the complex, and as you can see is, it's quite big. Jay and I are on the 27th floor. We're somewhere up there looking down on this corridor of pools here, and then across the way through there is another set of pools and another set of high rises on the other side. So we're just gonna go around to the gym. If you've seen this, skip ahead to the end where I go through the entire budget, explain our monthly costs one more time, and I'll give you our transportation costs as well. So we're just gonna go around to the gym and show you that. There are people in the gym right now, so I won't be filming too much. But just give you a little preview of the gym there. So there is a universal in there. They have treadmills and ellipticals. So here's a better shot here with nobody in the view there. Everything you need. There's bicycles, lots of free weights, pretty much everything you need. It does get busy in the after hours, so we try and go during the day. So yeah, I'm going to find a chair and I'm going to explain to you our last category, which is transportation, and why it is kind of the oddball out while we're here. So let's go find a nice place by the pool. All right, so I have my phone. I'm going to tell you about our transportation costs, which is our final category of 5. It's an oddball this time because Jay and I bought a scooter. So if you haven't watched our previous videos, you can go back into our video series and watch when we bought our scooter. We have an ADV Honda 160. Our scooter broken down per month costs are $631. And our gas that we put in the scooter is $12.30. So the reason why that's kind of like the oddball is because we are going to sell the bike at the end of our stay. So we don't really know how much we are going to sell it for, basically. So we're either going to sell it privately or sell it back to the place where we bought it. So in total, with all 5 categories, so you have accommodations, which are all inclusive with our utilities and rent, is $750 approximately. And our phone was only $15. Our food was only $680, which totally blew my mind. And our insurance was $331, and then our transportation costs of $631 plus the $12.30 for gas. So all of that totals about $2,500 Canadian. Now, can your transportation costs be a lot cheaper? Absolutely. You don't have to buy a scooter, or you don't have to rent a scooter. You can do the public transit system here is excellent. They have Grab, is very affordable. And it does fluctuate with the times of day. So, I mean, obviously in the busier times of day, like 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, it's going to be a little bit more to get to where you want to go. But it is definitely an affordable way to get around. And using the MRT public transit system is very convenient and easy going in and around Kuala Lumpur. So yeah, that is our 2025 budget for Malaysia in April. So if you like this video, hit the like button below before you go. Check out the Safety Wing link in the description box below. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.